He calls me every night. Asks, you know, did I see the game? And I can tell him that he's doing something he normally doesn't do. And his swing is exactly the same as how the Instructo Swing is designed. Hi, I'm Ken Griffey Sr. Congratulations on your purchase of the Ken Griffey Jr. Instructo Swing, the same hitting device that major leaguers, Olympians, and the top baseball, softball camps around the world use today.
Oh, yeah! It's out of here! To be sure that you've assembled the Ken Griffey Jr. Instructo Swing correctly, check that the short legs are extending towards the hitter, that the U-bar extends away from the hitter, and all screws, bolts, and wing nuts are fully tightened. During this video, we'll show you how the Ken Griffey Jr. Instructo Swing will act as your silent coach by providing you with immediate feedback when a less than perfect swing is made. Also, you'll learn how to properly practice like the pros with the Ken Griffey Jr. Instructo Swing, and in turn, develop a swing that is not only fundamentally sound, but one that incorporates bat speed, power, balance, concentration, and consistency. All of this will be achieved by ensuring the proper swing every time you practice, in turn developing muscle memory. Ultimately, the muscle memory and your instincts will take over during game time, allowing you to concentrate on the situation you're batting in and reacting to the pitch. We're going to cover the proper location to line up in the batter's box, the essentials of the grip, a balanced stance, a trigger point, follow through, and a series of swing training drills, all of which will increase your bat speed, allow you to generate more power, keep you balanced, increase the control of your top hand, and most importantly, allow you to be a more consistent batter.
Before we get into the actual demonstration of the Instructo Swing, we're going to run over a few basics: the grip, the stance, the trigger point, and the follow-through. We're going to talk about the grip a little bit. The grip is, for me, a situation where you want to be able to control the bat. Some guys line up their knuckles. Some guys have their knuckles halfway between the bottom hand knuckle and the knuckles on their fingers. The whole thing about the grip for me is just to be able to control the bat, be able to use the bat in a way that you can handle it. We're going to talk about the three basic stances. One is the closed stance. You have the open stance. The basic stance, which I recommend for young kids to use, is you stand shoulder width apart, kind of parallel with the home plate, and you'll be able to handle the inside and the outside pitch. Those are the three basic stances that I'm talking about today.
It's out of here!
Another basic item we're talking about today is the trigger point. The trigger point to me is a situation where you want to get started to swing the bat through the zone. It may be your hands going back, it may be your leg coming up, or your shoulder tilting in. But it's a good situation or getting yourself in a good position to swing the bat through the hitting zone. The last item we'll talk about is the follow-through. That is a natural movement where you want to get your back foot to rotate through the hitting zone, open up your hips, and not cutting your swing off as you go through the hitting zone. That's what we call the natural follow-through.
Before we actually begin the swing itself, let's talk about the mechanics of a bat swing. A swing can be divided into three separate sections. We'll call each section a zone. There's the approach zone, the contact zone, and the finish zone. We're going to cover some of the most important drills that you can use while training with the Ken Griffey Jr. Instructo Swing. But remember, any drill that you can do with the old-fashioned batting tee, you can do properly every time with the Ken Griffey Jr. Instructo Swing. Here are the drills we're going to cover: the muscle memory drill, the contact drill, the concentration drill, the hands drill, and the opposite field drill. All drills should be performed at half speed for the first 2 times the product is used as directed. This gives a player the feel of how to practice like the pros through muscle memory. Once you've built the muscle memory, then the good habit bars will give you immediate feedback if you are not performing the proper hitting mechanics.
Junior does
probably, and it's all been muscle memory for him anyway, because he's done it since he was about 8 years old.
Drill number 1 is called the muscle memory drill. This drill is not used with any baseballs. Okay, first step, place the Instructo Swing at a proper height.
At height level 1, the top of the rubber tee is slightly above the waist. At height level 2, the top of the rubber tee is even with your hip. At height level 3, the top of the rubber tee is even with the upper middle thigh. And at height level 4, the top of the rubber tee is slightly above the knees. Most of the drills shown during this video are to start with the Instructo Swing at the top of the strike zone at height level 1 and work your way down through height level 4.
Step 2, you want to find the proper position stand. You want to have your back foot rotated and your bat extended.
The longer legs of the base should always be on the opposite side of the hitter.
Step 3, you want to take 10 swings at each height adjustment level.
Be sure that your stance is balanced, knees slightly bent, toes straight ahead, that you pivot your back foot and fully rotate your hips, that your hands and the bat move downward through the contact point, and that you are balanced when you follow through. Head is still and the eyes remain focused on the contact zone. Swing nice and easy, freezing your stance to check your mechanics after each swing. Now repeat steps 1 through 3 at each height level with 10 swings. Now here are some of my secrets I remind Junior about.
We got the back foot rotated, we got the front foot closed, you got your head and your eyes on the target zone, and you have the front shoulder in for strong mechanics. You never want to stay at one level, because pitchers never stay at one level.
You want to hit down through the ball. And when he hits down through the ball, that causes that backspin, and it gives him an extra 10, 15, or 25 feet of extra carry.
Drill number 2 is the contact drill. It's the same as the muscle memory drill, but you use a baseball. Okay, first step, place the Instructo Swing at a proper height. Step 2, you want to find the proper position stand. You want to have your back foot rotated and your bat extended. Step 3, you want to take 10 swings at each height adjustment level.
He has a compact swing no one really talks about, and that's going from point A to point B, which is the contact area. And you know, when you have the Instructo Swing at a slightly down angle, well, you're making your swing shorter.
Drill number 3 is the concentration drill. Helps tighten your mechanics, builds concentration. You have to move closer to this drill to help you be more disciplined. Okay, first step, place the Instructor Swing at a proper height. Step 2, you want to find the proper position stand. You want to have your back foot rotated and your bat extended. Step number 3, you want to take 10 slow motion swings at each height adjustment level.
Here's my secrets. Remember, all swings for this drill should be in slow motion. You need to concentrate on all 3 zones. Make sure to check your stance, finish position, your head and eyes are looking at the contact zone. Proper shoulder placement, position of your feet with the back foot pivoted and the front foot closed. I usually get into some of the things a little more advanced and talking about bat angles, what the bat should do. But if you practice with the Instructo Swing, those bat angles will come without you thinking about it, because it develops a swing that keeps you on top of the ball. Let's move to the top hand drill. This drill will help you reinforce the proper approach of a good swing. As you consistently practice this drill, you will better understand what the top hand feels like. Step 1, find the proper drill stance. This drill requires you to get down on one knee. Facing the Instructo Swing, place your back knee on the ground even with the center post, resting the majority of your weight on it. Extend your front leg forward, bending the knee at a slight angle. Be sure to be comfortable and balanced. Step 2, place the Instructo Swing at the proper height. While in the proper drill stance on one knee, adjust the Instructo Swing so the top of the rubber tee is at armpit level. This is the only drill demonstrated in this video that will remain at one height level. Step 3, take 3 sets of 10 swings at the recommended height level. Begin to swing nice and easy. Concentrate on using your hands to swing the bat as opposed to your arms. You will be able to notice how the top hand is really being used. After each swing, check to make sure to keep your head still and your eyes focused on the contact zone. He had 9 home runs in a week, then all of a sudden he didn't hit any for a while. When that happens, then I just tell him, okay, think about hitting the ball on a line towards shortstop. For him, it's left-handed. You want to go to the opposite field with it.
Drill number 5 is the opposite field drill. You want to set the machine at the proper height. You want to be able to set the good habit bars to set them up going to shortstop or to left field.
For the right-handed batter, you need to angle the good habit bars so they point at second base position or right field. The proper position to stand for the opposite field drill may vary for each batter. After the Ken Griffey Jr. Instructo Swing is adjusted to face the opposite field, place your back foot fully rotated even with the center post and extend your arms and bat to the contact zone. The approach of the swing should drive the ball to the opposite field.
You want to take 10 swings at each height adjustment level.
Remember, when driving the ball to the opposite field, it is essential that you maintain the same swing mechanics. Now swing nice and easy, freezing your stance to check your mechanics after each swing.
It's very important that you understand that as a hitter, you want to be able to go to the opposite field as well.
We have just shown you how to incorporate the Ken Griffey Jr. Instructo Swing into your training routine. After 5 to 10 complete workouts, you will begin to see and feel the magic of the Ken Griffey Jr. Instructo Swing. Muscle memory will begin to take over during live batting practice, enabling you to concentrate on the batting situation and reacting to the pitch. Your confidence will rise dramatically, and you will become a more consistent hitter.
Remember that you practice like the pros. To swing like Junior, you have to practice every day using the Ken Griffey Jr. Instructo Swing.